Well, that was strange. I do apologize about that random 1 minute of silence. But howdy, hey everyone, how are you all doing today? Yes, I am still waiting for my TikTok stream key. So until that's a thing, no, because I'm not using that TikTok streaming app anymore because customer service there is pretty shockingly abysmal. Or they're just so overwhelmed with requests that they just don't know who they need to speak to first when it comes to customer service inquiries. But anyway, I hope you all are doing good. I will make this stream pretty quick because I'm not going to lie. I only have 4.5 to 5 hours of sleep. And my day's been pretty good so far. Hopefully, your day's been pretty good as well. Last night was a lot of fun. Just chilling with you all. Got to see some familiar faces. Lost, I saw you. And everyone, so I do appreciate that. So, oh boy, don't want my brain just going in different directions. I want to just go ahead and just go ahead and talk about some main topics. Why, as you can see, I'm on VR chat, grinding for ores. I would shout somebody out, but there's honestly, it's just a bunch of lurkers and it's just me, so it would be like I'm just shouting out to no one. Like I said, we'll make this quick. Let's do this. So, Dragon Ball Daima. I know there's a lot of people that are like, I don't know about this. Give it a chance. For what I have seen from today's episode, it was pretty good. And the final episode is going to show a lot of promise. Keep in mind, this is the late great Kira Toriyama's, last work. So we will show it the proper respect that it deserves. So I have no comment on it. I've been enjoying it. It's been great. I finally caught up to it via, actually reading the plot summary because I really just don't have the time to like sit and watch shows as much as I used to. So definitely go check it out. I am actually having Guards Wing playing also in VR chat as well. This will probably be my 10th time in a way kind of watching it. I'm just constantly introducing this anime to a lot of people because I want people to understand that in order for something to be good, it had once had to be rejected and bad. So, yeah. Which goes on to the second topic. What actually constitutes something being the worst? Yo, Domicus, how you doing? What actually constitutes something being the worst of the worst? That's the thing. We don't really know. We watch a lot of people, we hear them out, they make all these interesting points, and we say, oh, this is the worst, this is the worst, this is terrible. But at the end of the day, it just pretty much comes to, personal opinion with facts and, of course, a multitude of other opinions. We don't really know if something's bad. Right now, I'm on some Twitch watch on my back channel, Rumble. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate it. How you doing? So, yeah, no one really knows what constitutes something being bad or good. It's just they have to follow certain rules. So, I look back, at a lot of people that state this is the worst video game, or this is the worst movie, or this is the worst this, and I have just been more and more and more careful with my words on when I say this is the worst, this is the best, because time pretty much can't sleep. Well, hopefully my voice can drown you to sleep. um, it's just when I really think about it, it's not just with entertainment industry, it's also with just food. It's with different brands of water and whatnot. First, when we're young, we say, "Oh, this is the best thing ever," but then we get older, we're like, "Oh, it's all right." So I feel like as we get older, and the more we learn, our interests start to vary. Oh, he's the greatest chef ever. Oh, well, he's just one of the greats now. So I say have an opinion, have respectable debates, and just encourage for betterment. So that's just pretty much the best way to stop ourselves for saying this is terrible and this is awful and this is the worst and yada yada yada. Because I feel like, you know, if we just follow that route, things will be a lot better. So it's all just about having open discussion, letting people express themselves how they see fit. Unless that discussion is pretty much unanimous and everyone agrees that this is terrible. And then again, I still say challenge that and say, well, yeah, but here's some parts that I do like, and this is what I would have done if I was a part of the development team. I feel like that's what needs to happen more, and it would pretty much just create more and more. Because again, I just noticed this where it's like, oh, this is the worst fighting game ever, and then it's like, here comes a new challenger, or oh, this is the worst brand of glasses ever, and then here comes a new. It's like there's always going to be a new challenger that's going to, question it. It's like the meme of hold my beer. And I just noticed that. It's like, oh man, McDonald's is one of the greatest restaurants ever. Hold my beer. Here comes Culver's. Here comes Freddy's. Here comes, it's just really fascinating to me. So that's why you haven't been seeing a lot of reviews from me because that's just kind of like somewhat kind of the downfalls of being too open minded, where it's kind of difficult for you to just pretty much be not I can't say you can't be honest because those are open minded. They're honest, but they see it from so many different sides that they're just like, well, I can't really decide on like a proper rating for this because it's like I see it from this point of view. I also see it from the business point of view. So it's just But we all can agree that Guardians Wing is terrible. Like that's just unanimous, and there's a lot of reasons why. But at the same time, we can also say it could be a guilty pleasure for some. I mean, heck, I'm going on my 10th time watching this anime. And I even commissioned an artist to make a Gundam inspired by Guardians Wing. So I'll be showcasing that. Also, March. Cannot wait because the T1000. So we'll see how that goes. Chilling at the reading that Twitch is going to delete their streams, uploads, and highlights on April now. I found understand why you left that platform temporarily. The writing was on the wall, honestly. Yeah, the writing was on the wall, and it is what it is. And since I pretty much, so they're pretty much going to delete everything now, huh? Hmm. I'll have to put in my to-do list to get my what is it? My VR University streams because those are ones that I really care about the most. The D&D of Y is like I don't know. It seems to me that anytime a company makes a hasty decision like that, they're in trouble. They're in trouble financially, and they're just trying to find whatever method they can to maximize their profits by cutting things. So it's like, well, we need to free up the servers more, so we have to get rid of all the uploads and whatnot. So that's going to anger a lot of streamers, especially the popular furs and whatnot, especially them. Trust me, have you seen their temperaments? It's a sight to behold, I tell you. But yeah, I'll definitely, think about what I'm gonna do because I have highlights and everything. But yeah, but yeah, when I leave certain platforms and stuff temporarily and whatnot, it's for a reason, and of course, it's met with cynicism. But once stuff start happening, people are like, "Oh, I see why," but you know,
Do I want to ask?
Also, that's somebody in VR chat talking. So I always find it interesting when someone I don't know just walks up to me. Oh, I think they walked because they're like, "What is going on? What's being played here?" So they're probably checking out the video that I have played. I made the right decision to move on, focus more on ourselves from time being, focus more on priorities my personal life. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're just up there trying to figure out what the heck is that noise. And they're like, oh goodness, it's Garci's week. But yeah, definitely focus on yourself, bro. Very important. But yeah, just always keep that in mind. And with that being said, I think I already talked about that. I tried the Fatal Fury, and I think I already gave my little temporary review on it. Because again, that's pretty much all we're gonna get from that game. I know it's gonna be more. And I pretty much just state that I'll just wait until Ken and Chun Li come out. So I like the mechanics. I like the new mechanics. Um, they work, and it's very tight, and it definitely takes some time to master. The mechanics are definitely unlike anything I've seen in any fighting game. It's mechanics though; those are nice. Those are nice mechanics. Kind of curious now how Ken and Chun Li are gonna play. Yeah. But yes, if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all download the Fatal Fury City of Wolves, which aka Garrow Mark of the Wolves 2 beta. Make sure you do that. Play it. You know, stress test it, report any issues. Because the game will be released in 2 months, which is, you know, just several weeks. So make sure y'all check that out. Definitely worth your time. And definitely do the training mode first. The training mode will definitely help you. Because if you don't do that training mode, you're gonna get mollywop. Same here, looking forward to the game. We most definitely going to put our money together so we can get it. You know, I always got you and look out for you. You got it. I can definitely do that. Because it's definitely an intriguing game that follows a rock, paper, scissors mechanic that I honestly am pretty intrigued by. I played 15 minutes of it and I was like, this is different. This is definitely different from a lot of fighting games I played. It's definitely different from the first uh Garrett Mark of the Wolves that I played. So they definitely did not disappoint. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing. Well, since I do have you know, lads coming in, I can go ahead and do proper shout outs. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. We got Britt the Furry, who's currently streaming a game. I don't know what it is. We also have, so please make sure y'all write these names down, check them out. We also have, wait, where? Uh, Tomoko93. They've been streaming for quite a bit and they're playing Stellar Blade. The game will also be released on PC. So Tomoko, that's Tomoko 93, is currently streaming on Twitch and they're playing Stellar Blade. That game will be released on PC in June. So that'll definitely be a day one buy for me. And, oh crap, Black History Month. Okay, tell y'all what. I will make sure sometime in my next stream or whatnot that I will pretty much talk a little bit more in depth about that because I was looking at a website that pretty much had like a lot of the, you know, Black American figures, and it was kind of altered. The site was altered where I couldn't even see everyone. So I don't know if that was like a bug on their end or what, but I just found that very strange. And then I think I've already stated that about the Garcia's Wing Gundam reveal. Now, what in the world did I also want to? There was something else I wanted to say. It was on the tip of my tongue, but I think I've already talked about it. Uh, oh right, I wanted to give a little, I guess, a speech for 17-year-olds that are going to be 18. So I guess I can do that real quick, and then I guess that'll be it. Because like I said, this stream is just pretty much me catching up, talking, chat with everyone, um, and whatnot. I was gonna play games, but like I said, I gotta catch up on sleep. I mean, I did sleep, but okay. And Daniel told me he's gonna start, and I'm in the process of finding someone to see if they can update my actual 3D pony model too. So all's been pretty good. Oh, there is one more person I want to shout out real quick. If I can find her, find her information. I met them last night. They're very sweet. Um, and they are currently going through some things. They go by the name of Ace 45677. Let me just look up and just read off some of their previous success. 115,000 followers on TikTok. And their birthday's coming up. They're going to be 20 years old. So they have been grinding for a while. But they're currently in a situation where they may need a little donation here and there. I'm looking for their stuff. Yeah, I'm looking for their stuff here. They say they have like a donation page, but I don't see their donation page. So I should let them know when I see them, like, hey, you want people to donate to you, but I'm not seeing anything. But I did like give them like a sub here and there and just like help them out. But they should, they'll be all right. So, but I'll go ahead and link their Twitch page. They said they mostly on Twitch, so I'm just encouraging them to, continue to stream on Twitch. One of these days, I'm going to come up with a program where, for furries and bronies specifically, and of course, there'll be exceptions to the rule for those that are not furries and bronies, are going to be furries and bronies, that will offer like some type of financial help where it's like, hey, you can have food, given to you, like nice little pantries, like food that's like, good for you, healthy. Um, and of course that will fill you up. And of course, have some food like oatmeal and whatnot. And then of course there will be, I want to also like offer like in this program like little training seminars to help prepare people for like jobs, how to get jobs. And I know there's like programs out there for it, but I want to be like a little um kit that's like off free that they can pretty much use at their disposal that will help them get back on their feet. So, and I know that'll be difficult because that's going to require some type of government intervention, which again, I want this to be nonprofit, so there's not a lot of government intervention. So, and of course, the team will be small, so that way we won't have to worry about any issues, forthcoming. I haven't came up with a name or anything yet, but it's just definitely something that I need to focus on. Woo! I'm talking about a lot of stuff, and having your focus, on and off, it's could be a little tiring. Just why I use Sunsama. Sunsama is an amazing app where you pretty much just simply it just helps you just organize your thoughts and your tasks throughout your day. So let's just say for next week you have a plan to work out, to eat 3 meals a day, and you need to also get some videos done. Well, with Sunsama, all you simply have to do is just go on the website that you can see that the Ybot pretty much already posted on my chat. You just click on there. You simply just download the app, follow the instructions. You press the plus button, type in whatever you need, and then you go on to whichever app on the right side, which app you want to integrate, and whatever you type, you just click and drag it, and click and drag for however long you want, and you just do this continuously until you're done and satisfied. You can even do this multiple times for multiple days, and it's so simple and easy, and you can pretty much get this done in less than 5 minutes. It's fast, it's quick, it's easy, and there's even a 14-day free trial for new users. All you simply have to do is just log in, select 14-day free trial, and there you go. You're on your way. 2 weeks for free. That's 2 weeks for free for one of the best and surprisingly not so well known what's it planning apps out there, which is honestly one of my top favorites. So if you haven't already, just type in exclamation point SUNS, and you will pretty much be brought into an app that's going to help organize everything for you. That is sunsama.com. That is www.sunsama.com. Thank you, Sunsama, for helping to sponsor my streams. Because I could definitely use that app right now. All right. So, real quick, I'm going to go and play this voice recording. And it's just going to be dedicated to all the 17-year-olds. So to any 17-year-olds, anyone that you know that is 17, I know my streams are pretty much strictly like 18 plus, whatever. Bring them on here. Any 17-year-olds that you know, bring them on here because I want them to hear this. What I'm going to tell them is going to help change their life forever. This is the advice that honestly their parents and their grandparents, unless, well, it's an unfortunate situation, should be teaching them. But this will definitely help them because what I want to do is I'm going to offer advice that is really going to transform their mind, if that makes sense. Now, I just got to find the video recording because apparently, oh, I know where it is. So give me a moment. Hopefully, I still have it. If not, I can just state it live. It's a lot of good advice that I really want to give, but I recorded it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Could have swore I had it. And if I don't have it, I'm gonna be shocked. This is weird. What in the world happened here? I can't find it. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I cannot believe this. Did I delete it? Some very helpful advice. I really wanted to share it with you all. But I mean, if it's gone, then ain't nothing I can do about it. My goodness. This is quite unfortunate that this happened. Hmm. I wonder, did I record this? No, it's not showing up. This is pretty disappointing. I wonder if I, yeah, because I can't find it. Mm, mm. All right, well, it's gone. I'll just go ahead and just give the advice from my mouth. All right, so simply put, I'm just gonna give at least 4 tips. Yeah, I know, four, just four, because attention span reasons and whatnot. But I want to give 4 major tips to those who are 17 going on 18, and I want you to really take heed to this because it's going to help you and you will have less of a headache. So, before you embark on your journey of being 18, enjoy each moment of your youth. Whatever it is that you did as a kid, do it over again. If you know, said your funny catchphrases, if you drew some art or whatever that you found quote unquote cringe or doesn't have enough riz, do it again. Relive that moment where you were, where you were a kid. What I mean by that is, show levels of maturity. But just have that moment where you were just being goofy, silly, or whatnot. Just whatever you did that made you so super happy. Do it do it right now. If you are someone that has birthdays, coming up tomorrow or coming up this week, do that. Do that. If you like, poop and fart jokes, say those poop and fart jokes. If you're someone that likes to mix weird food combinations, do that. Because once you turn 18, you're gonna have to stop. I'm not saying you can't have those type of moments, but you're gonna see that once you turn 18, it's just gonna be a completely different ball game. So be as silly and immature as you want within reason and still show respect, and you'll be just fine. So have those last moments of your childhood. That's number one. Number two, um, my best tip is start having a mindset to save more, spend less. The more you save, the happier you're going to be. The less you spend, the more profits you're going to have. Invest in a 401k and stock. Do that. Do that as soon as you can before you turn 18. That's going to help you out a lot. So invest more, save more, spend less. You know, I know you like your Fortnites and everything, but I assure you, just hold off. Hold off, and you're going to be just fine. Make your amends. If there's someone that you didn't like, or a girl, or woman, or boy, or man that hurt you, or whatever the situation is, no matter how dark or how petty it may seem, forgive, move on. You want to start your age of 18 with a clean slate, no enemies, no nothing, so you can focus on your goals and focus on your happiness. Don't worry about trying to get married or any of that. Just focus on your happiness, focus on college. That's also a bonus tip. Make sure you get into a college, accredited college, or a trade school as soon as you graduate high school. That way, you can have the skill sets that you need, something that you can add to your resume, and that's going to help you in the long run. And last but not least, number four. Number four is really, really simple. If you are someone that's living with your parents, treasure them. Treasure them and help them out as much as you can. Because regardless of what type of relationship you may have, y'all are never going to know how much you're going to need each other until the time strikes. Work together. Like I said before, make your amends, make it, just make it count. Um, Follow rules. Don't wake each other up at night. Keep the noise down at night. Help each other out with groceries, laundry, whatever y'all can do for each other when it comes to bills. Help each other out with bills, and just talk to each other more. Get to really get to know each other more, and listen to one another. Because y'all have once you hit you know you turn off the computer and you're no longer with your online friends for a bit. Y'all have. So do that. Oh, and here is one more bonus tip because I know that there's some levels of depression with the youth that is concerning. Practice positive affirmations every single day and read more. Read more and practice positive affirmations. There is a book that I highly recommend for those that are going to be turning 18 called The Great Myth of Aging. Read it. It is only 140 pages, 139 pages. That's nothing. Read it, highlight it, treasure it, and if you can, read one psychology, one business textbook. That's going to help you too. Just learn as much as you can. Have fun. Don't rush. Practice safe sex. You know, just listen more, talk less when it comes to your elders, especially your grandparents, because they do know a lot more than you. Maybe not in a specific topic, but they do know a lot more than you when it comes to experience. That is something that you cannot just fully learn by yourself. That is something that you have to live and see for yourself, so that way you know the type of people you're dealing with. And I had to emphasize this. Just because you dealt with one bad person that just happens to be well known doesn't mean that everyone else in that category is the same. All right? I have to emphasize that very well. And never believe the thing of, I know it's a harsh lesson, that nobody cares for you. That's a lie. I am a living witness to this. People do care about you. They just can't afford to always care for you, like give you money and stuff like that. That's why I say, so you won't be in a situation where you have to ask people for money and ask people for this and ask people for that. Take your education seriously. Get a trade. Save, save, save. Get you a car. Don't wait. Get through driving school. Get you a car. Get yourself taken care of. And if I can't stress this enough, if you are a successful kid, that's going on 18, do not let success get to your head. Do not abandon your friends. Do not abandon your family. Speak up against corporate heads. If they start telling you we're going to do this, you better speak up and say, no, this is how we're going to do things. This is my character. This is my concept. This is my business. Don't let people walk over you and tell you what to do with your stuff. That's a big problem. That's why the entertainment industry is so messed up. And of course, put the Heavenly Father first. I have to definitely add that one there. However long that takes you to know that he exists. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? Well, there you go. That was all I was going to do. I was just going to pretty much just state that. So, to all 17-year-olds turning 18 this year, happy birthday, including this week, happy birthday. Oh, friendship. This is something I want you to remember. Friendship is not in the gifts. It's not in, oh, look what my friend gave me. Look what they d-. No. Friendship is determined through the choices that last a lifetime. What this means is a friend is not always someone that constantly gives to you. You know? Yeah, Sub-Zero's in Fortnite, nice. A friend is literally just someone that does things but I don't even have to ask. They'll think about you without you even telling them. They'll do for you because it's in their heart. That's just how a friend is. And also understand that it is okay to have people in your circle, but it is not okay to have everyone in your circle. So there you go, youngins. Enjoy y'all birthdays. Y'all take care. You know what? I think I got an extra 30 minutes because I like to keep things consistent around here. I don't want to do like, oh, our stream for this long. So I think I'll play a game or something. I'm not sure. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll do some. I know I said I was gonna do VR chat. Maybe I'll do some VR chat for y'all. Maybe I'll do some VR chat for y'all. And also the question of the day that I have, because I know we talked a lot about certain things, is um, do you believe in this myth? All elders are smart, sorry, are extremely smart because of their age. Let's see. What's the myth in this book? Mm, no, I think that's one of the myths. So I can't wait to read this book, get it finished today or tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in pretty much a show up via chat. But there you go. We talked about a lot of things. I know, and we didn't get a chance to go to the Black History website. But I'm sure you in the next stream, I will go over 4 Black Americans, those that you don't know about, and we'll definitely do that. But if there's anyone that you would like to talk to me about, go for it. It could be a game design. It could literally be someone like, here's one Mighty Keith, YouTuber, has almost close to what 300,000 plus subscribers, makes people laugh, philanthropist, you know, just someone who has helped shape the fighting game community the way it needs to be. And he's definitely one of the rare few because there's not a lot of black content creators, who are into fighting games like that and is able to have a YouTube channel. My homie Cable Janeway 454, he's been doing YouTube for 10 years. Pretty much was able to fend off any controversy that comes his way. You know, charitable giver. Um, had a community for over 10 years as well. And he's literally someone that is dedicated to his craft of wanting to be an MMA or a boxer one day. Boxer. So his story still continues. It's not over. Same with Mighty Keith. So there you go. There's 2 Black Americans that not only do I recommend their channels, but I highly recommend you check them out. Oh, Annie Mafia. and Mal's World. You know, so there you go. There's four. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that they got through school, got through school. Content creators. They motivated a lot of Black Americans and pretty much any individual of regardless of their race, sexuality, whatnot. They're real. They always speak the truth, and they're peaceable individuals, and they're very creative with their content, and they deserve all the love and respect. Well, they didn't invent anything or whatnot. You don't have to do something so grand to be acknowledged for Black History Month. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. That's a myth. You could literally be someone that, I mean, technically speaking, it's understandable if you want to be like recognized. You should do one major thing grand, which is not that difficult to do these days, um, and should be recognized by, several, maybe 100 or 1,000 people. That I get, but you know, counting accomplishments and whatnot gets a little bit tiresome, especially when you're just someone that's just trying to make it. So, for all I know, these individuals done a lot of good outside of their platforms. What that good may be, well, it's up to them to talk about it. And I feel like that's what a lot of folks need to do instead of, worry about what's going on with the Trump administration, and whatnot. Go to young Black content creators and ask them questions. Hey, what was one thing that you've done that you would say that's worth remembering? Or that how have you helped the youth? Stuff like that. And trust me, let's just say maybe that's not the case. There's still time. There's always still time. Here's someone that we should all recognize and love, 2GS. That is someone who has done above all what I just mentioned and then some. Great friend to a lot of people. I remember I talked with the individual in the live stream, very open minded, very determined, was able to release one of their own little mangas, on Webtoons, you know, and just multi talented. Unfortunately, was met with a fate of pretty much passing away due to a seizure that wasn't treated very well. And but he left a legacy that we will never ever forget. So don't ever count yourself out just because you're not rich. You can make a legacy for yourself regardless of your status. Bishop Eddie Long, pastor, someone who has helped numerous people, charitable giver, business owner, college graduate. List goes on. Was able to fend off a controversy from Fox News, you know, is a prime example that there are good evangelists, pastors out there. Here's another one, Kai Bloodwolf. He's a representative of the LGBTQ. He's helped out a lot of small streamers, supports small Black streamers. One thing that he did, I'll never forget, was he actually lurked in my TikTok stream where I was paying dedication to everyone who passed or was met with an unfortunate fate in 2024. Late great Kira Toriyama, whatnot, my grandma, and he pretty much stated that he was there pretty much the whole time. He gives advice, good advice. He's funny. He's energetic. He's a rarity. And he's a furry. He's a good example of a furry. And he managed to not get himself in trouble with controversy, which is amazing. I mean, the list just goes on. It really does. And the best part is, about being alive, and to all my 17-year-olds, listen to this. You can always continue to add on to your history, your story. So whatever you choose to do, it's up to you. See, that's the thing that they won't tell you when you're 18. It's up to you. And your parents or anybody that who happen to take care of you can only guide you so far. Once they tell you and they teach over and over again, and once you turn 18, they want to see what you can do. They want to see, all right, here's your test. Let's see how far, you know, you fully understood everything that I told you. I think that's it. I think I talked a little bit too much. Let me get on VR chat, see what's going on. All right, can y'all see me? See, look, watching Guardians win. All right, let's pretty much just walk and see if I. So this is pretty much what I've been doing in this world. Just trying to unlock all of these auras. And I'm only unlocked 34 to 46. And there's the playtime, that's the amount of luck that I have. As you can see here, look, luck is a feature that increases your chance of rolling rare auras. Rolling auras of their native rarity will mark them as authentic. Luck will be able to be increased in a later update. Stay tuned, whenever that is. So yes, there will be a Gundam based off of this character. I have to sit. I have to. We're pretty much react to the scene. This is too funny. Oh, so hang on. I gotta. So yeah, the more you watch this, the more it just starts to make sense. X Arms pretty much is self-explanatory. It's just a bad anime, and it's just extremely convoluted. At least with this, there's like exposition, even though it's too much of it. X Arms, there's no exposition. It's still never explained about what happens to the bodies, with the body, what happens when Garza's wing pretty much takes over. So it's interesting. But yeah, this is the world that I pretty much have just been chilling in. And I'm in this group where everyone's just chilling and trying to get all these auras themselves. As you can see, here's one with Vet, Sigma, Radiant, Starcaller. That's interesting. Here's one that has Nightfall. I haven't had that one yet. There's another one, Nightfall. And here's one with Alti, and there's Tempest. Nice. So, yep, that's what we're doing here. Just trying to get all these auras. Man, it's a lot of. So, you have many individuals from all around the world trying to get every single aura. And the task is just proven to be more and more difficult with each update. Actually, I don't think this world's been updated since Valentine's Day because you can see all the hearts. And that's understandable because it is February, so maybe they're just trying to think of a way to update for March. Easter. Maybe have the players find Easter eggs. Yeah, I also saw that there was a Hopkin meetup, but honestly, uh, I don't know. So just a little talk. There are certain group events I just will not go to as much, and if it's just game nights, unless it's a new game world, chances are I may not show up at all. If it's like a game that I've already seen 100 plus times, been invited to 100 plus times, I'm just not gonna show up. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna read a book instead. Meetups. If there's no topic for the meetup, it's just come chill, hang out. And you know what? Guilty as charged. I should do a better job with this as well. Um, Instead of just saying, here's a meetup, blah 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 blah. And I notice this almost every group that I'm in. Have a topic. Just have a random topic. Or here's the question of the day. You know. So I'm gonna do that too. I noticed that the orientation meetups for my group are pretty interesting. Like it actually gathers people. So I'm like, I'm gonna start doing that. There's one person that I met, actually two, three, two, three of my friends. There's someone that I met. What was it this? Was it this week? That was this week? That was on a Thursday, actually. Oh, that was Thursday. Goodness, that was recent. And in that group, the leader, the streamer that recommended Tomoko 93, they actually introduced themselves. I already knew who they were because I saw them like two, three, four times, but I don't blame them for doing the friends list purge, but that's the problem when you do that because she looked and recognized like, oops, my bad. And it's like, hey, that's why I don't do friends list purge because to me they're kind of silly and pointless, you know, because again, you never know. You may purge someone on your friends list that may end up being your ticket to success. And like, hey, I won the lottery and you've been a good friend to me, and I was wondering if you needed some money or whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, I would do that. I'm like, hey, I won the lottery. You've been a good friend to me. Here's freaking $50,000. Go have fun with it. I don't care what your cash. Here you go. Here's 50,000. There you go. Have fun. Just don't spend it all at once. I would definitely do that for like a good friend of mine. I would. But yeah. But what I liked was she introduced herself, she introduced about the group and everything. But what I've noticed was she was doing this to too many people. So my suggestion to her is put in the announcements and only say it once. And then afterwards have the mods, do a quick introduction. Bam, that's it. But then again, what do I know? Because their method works and they're getting all these people coming in and whatnot. It, you know, again, I really wish Smokey Dog, was still streaming on YouTube, and, so he can make merch literally stating, people are goofy. I missed that line. That line, oh my goodness. I remember I actually was able to talk with them. They're pretty awesome. They actually read one of my comments, and they said that my comment was very sweet and motivating. And that was when I was under a different account. So I'm not gonna lie, I missed the old days of YouTube where you would read the comments and they were funny. Now it's just you read the comments and they're just demeaning and rude and disrespectful. So when I see group instances and I see mine and I see how theirs have more than mine, I look at it like this. I look at it like I feel like there's a higher calling for me. You know what I mean? Because if everything just worked, then I would have been distracted. Then I would not have been able to read my books or study or do the things that I do because I would be like, oh, well, I have 100+ people and I gotta get this done and I gotta, attend to this business meeting over this and VR, and it would just ruin the fun for me. So, in a way, I'm like, I'm glad they got that. I'm glad they got that going for them. But as for me, I'm good. So, this is what I like to do. I just like to yap and I just go around and I just, what? No. Are you all seeing this? No. How many businesses does this world have? 422,917, 19,891 favorites, 736 private, 110 public. How, how did they? I know it's a common mistake for world makers, but maybe these are magical rocks? Maybe these are just levitating rocks. But wait, maybe if I click on them, they don't like them. Nope. How? What? I'm not going to say anything. Now, considering the fact that I've been in this world multiple times and I just noticed that, it's like, easy fix. They can just simply, go on the world files, click, just select those rocks and delete, and it's gone. But it's just so jarring that a world with this many visits, and I'm like one of the rare few that sees stuff. I literally said this to someone that I met, and I told him, I said, I'll admit, I hate, sorry, I detest, that part of me that's observant and sees certain things that people don't see. And I just wish that I can just turn that part of my brain off and just be like, her, there, skippity riz, her party, But that's just not me. But I look at people who can just be so free with their mind and the words, say things without consequence, and it's just like, wow, that's honestly interesting that you could say all of this and suffer no consequence. But if I say it, I suffer all the consequences. So it makes me wonder, is there a reason for that? I'm sorry, folks. I'm just talking. It's 9:13, and I got work on weekends, and I don't know what to expect. We got two new individuals moving in, so um, so I gotta learn their strategy and figure out if they have triggers or if they're schizophrenic or um, if they have anger, some type of anger psychosis based episodes. If they eat out of the I gotta analyze all of this. So, yep. But worlds like this, honestly, are really beautiful. And it's what I like to do in VR chat, honestly. Just explore worlds. There was a time that I would talk to people, but you know, time and season. Time and season. I just don't want to be in that situation where it's just like I feel like I'm talking about the same thing. And I pretty much had this, you know, like I don't mind talking to people about whatever. It's just because I'm very open minded. It's just that you meet that one person or whatnot that just opens your mind even more. You're like, imagine being open minded to having your mind open even further. And it just, you know, it expands your horizon. Like, wow, look at all this knowledge, look how knowledgeable you are. So, but yeah, we're almost done, folks. Bear with me. We actually, it's already an hour. It's already an hour. Goodness gracious, sorry, an hour. So, stream's technically over. You have any questions to any 17-year-olds in the chat? You have any questions? Did I give y'all some tips that hopefully help you out? And for those of you um, who have nieces and nephews that are 17 or close to that, definitely send them the stream and just put it to the place where I was like, oh man, I can't find this Foursquare. So I really want people to hear me out because I've been 17. When I was 17, it was fun. It was fun. I made sure it was fun. I enjoyed prom. I enjoyed school. I enjoyed my teachers. I did not, thanks to therapy and whatnot, I was not able to allow that one art teacher to, get the best of me mentally. I was able to enjoy my days at school. McDonald's was still pretty good to eat, you know. It was interesting, you know, looking for jobs, playing games. Oh my goodness. Still playing Marvel's Capcom, watching Angry Joe, getting mad, talking about this game is terrible, which they were. Anticipating the next video, anticipating the next episode of Dragon Ball Super and uh, whatever other anime was out there. You know, when My Little Pony was still popular, it was just learn more about furries. It was just an interesting time when I was 17. Um, it was definitely a time when my grandma and my grandpa still alive. Still got to see them. Christmas time was always still fun. Listen to Christmas songs and drinking hot cocoa and just going to the going to the rental store. Going to the rental store, man. Oh my god. Y'all don't get it, man. After a long day of work, son, what you want to eat? I want a Wendy's double saves, double singles, uh, fries, and a chocolate frosty. And then I'm gonna go to Family Video and rent a video game and a movie. And then my mother would be like, "Well, son, we gotta, your godbrother sisters are coming." I would just be all happy and giddy, and they would spend the night, and we would just, you know, they would go to the dollar store either the next day or the day after, and we would just watch Disney Channel. I mean, those were some fun times. Um, Learning more about dishwasher design. All the times I would stay up and just watch funny YouTube videos, watch old, music videos, and draw, sketch, sing, write poetry, and the moments where family members would help me during tough times, seeing my father, you know, the fact that, being in 11th grade was fun for me. I feel like once you get through ninth and 10th grade, 11th and 12th grade is just fine. You just got to do your schoolwork and you're good. The school lunches, man, their spicy chicken sandwiches from high school, add some mayo, delicious. Their fries, oh my goodness. There was concerts I always wanted to go to but couldn't. Hearing about my brothers going to WWE events and whatnot. I was like, oh, well, send me pictures. I want to know. Still playing like old games, learn about modding, learn about emulation, different languages, reading a Japanese to German phrase book, and dealing with people crushing on me for the first time. But then I learned that it was always been that way. Dealing with a high school crush, never really understanding how that worked. Dealing with having brown eye syndrome and doing eye surgery. And it was being 17, folks, it was fun. Um, it was interesting. 2010, but 2011 was it was something. Lots of just books, anime, cartoons, lessons, talking to my neighbors, and mentoring kids, teenagers. It was just so much that I've done during that age. Just every day, I'm always learning something new and helping somebody. And that one friend that will randomly come up to me asking for help, and then somebody will randomly just come up to me and just say, "Hey, what can I get for you?" And I'm like, "Huh?" And they're like, "You've been so nice and kind, and you get your schoolwork done. Well, no, I want to get you some." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm just sitting there all confused. Oh my goodness, my mother's those potato wedges she makes the best fries with the ketchup. Um, you know, it was learn about YouTube, learn about social media, wondering, oh my goodness, no one messaged me, like what's going on? And then I just, oh well, I'm gonna read a book now. So, well, you got a good childhood or whatnot. I made it work. That's the thing. Through my good, through my bad, I made it work. Through my depressing moments, I made it work. Through my sad moments, I made it work. During my moments of turmoil and beating myself up, I made it work. Here's a little fun topic for y'all since I got a little time left. What would I do if I was young and I was in VR chat? I'm going to tell you straightforward right now. One thing about me is I do my research. Before I embark on any app, I was always taught do your research, look up people and everything. Like I was like Seto Kaiba, cracking knuckles, pulls out laptop, just music playing in the background like I'm some one of the anime characters, not protagonists, but like one of the anime characters. Just I want to be like Red Hood. I was ready, locked in, ready to go. Or like Robin from Teen Titans. I want to make sure that I knew everything, everyone, strengths, weaknesses. That's just how I was. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So that's why I would have done VR chat. I would have had like an avatar for everything. Okay, if someone tries to crash me, here's an avatar for that. If here's how to use a report system. I would have read the terms of service. See, I was like an adult as a 17-year-old. I would have read terms of service. I would have contacted, you know, a customer service representative, asked questions. I would have sent emails. I would have looked up like how avatar creation works. I would have been like, okay, what are the type of people I'm going to deal with? What's the one of the big problems? Okay. If I would have looked up stuff at pedophiles, I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, that's everywhere. I would have just been like, okay, just da da da. Furry, okay, what's a furry? Look that up. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Look up furry avatars. Okay. Ooh, I can get that avatar for my birthday. See, that's what I would have done. I would have been prepared. I would have been like, boom, 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 boom. I wouldn't have done like these other kids. Just hop on. Then of course I would have done my research on VR. I would be like, okay, how do I use this thing? What are the major glitches, bugs? Um, is there like interviews about this? I would have done like months worth of research right before I would have embarked. And if anything, my mother, because she loves me so much, would have literally told me, you will get a VR headset on your birthday when you turn 18. I'll be like, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. And of course, me being, you know, teenager, I would have been like, you know what? I'm curious. I'm gonna get on VR chat on PC. I feel like I'm ready. And if I would have seen some of the things I would have saw, I would have been like, oh, maybe I should listen to my mother and waited. But I would not have like let it ruin my experience. I would have been the type of person that would have just been a mute at first. I would have just typed and just tried to get to know people. I would have found the avatar. I would have found an avatar for every situation. If I see someone's into magic, I'll find an avatar that simulates to the environment people are into magic. Ponies, I would have found a pony avatar. Furry, I would have found a furry avatar. A human, I would have found a human avatar. I would have had an avatar for every single situation. I would have been ready. I would avoid anything 18 plus. So I was like, I would have hated them. Listen, if I was 17, I was on this app, I would have hated bar worlds. I would have hated party worlds. I would have loved the role play worlds. I would have been addicted to those. I would have been too addicted to those. I want to learn play. I want to do that. So I would have been addicted to those. Um, I would have probably like had trouble trying to figure out how to travel from worlds. Like, okay, do I go on blue? Do I go on green? What's green? Is green pretty much the same equivalence of blue? What about orange? Okay, orange and red is just pretty much self-explanatory. So I'm like, okay, I'll probably put myself on orange or red. I'm like, okay. I think I would have struggled with my bio because I'm the type of person that would have been back there like, hi, my name is blah blah blah. And I like this. You know, so someone would have to help me with that. Long story short, I think it would have still been the same, honestly. But I would have definitely been very careful because someone like, oh, I like you and I want to do this with ERP. I feel like that would have probably been an issue when, if I was 17. Been like, what's ERP? What is that? And I would have been like, no, I'm not interested in all this stuff and whatnot. Because I wouldn't know what that was. I would have been like, I don't know this. And then of course, the whole people lying about their age would have been an issue for me too, and that would have caused me to have trust issues. And I'm like, if you don't have an age in your body, there's no way I can prove that you're, at least an adult or 17 when I don't want to be bothered with you. And so, yeah, that's what it would have been like if I was a kid, uh, dealing with VR chat. Just, I would have been Inspector Gadget, Batman. I would have been around just trying to figure out all this stuff. I would be like, what the heck's a furry streamer? What the heck is this? What the heck is that? I would have just been nonstop researching everything to the point to exhaustion. And it probably would have brought me to the point of wanting to smoke a cigarette for the first time in my life because it would have been way too much for me. Joking, I don't smoke. I'm just saying, I would have like imagine that just constantly just trying to figure all of this stuff out, figure out. Because see, back then there would have been there was no groups. So let's see. So I'm trying to figure this out. Like if we're talking about 17 during now VR chat, oh, I would have had to do a little bit more research. If we're talking about VR chat, when it first was coming up, first coming up around 2014, and I was 17, I probably would have had a much better chance. Just at least should I figure certain things out. I would look at the price of the VR and be like, I don't want a freaking toaster on my head, so this is kind of silly. They need to implement it where we have glasses so it can support our neck, so we don't have to worry about having this stuff. And I think they tried this. They try to like implement that, but they're like, technology's not there yet. I feel like the more headsets, these little toasters were, convert to actual glasses that we could put on our eyes that are comfortable, more and more people are going to be on VR chat and they're going to report less issues with their neck, but probably more issues with their eyes because of how long they're on there. So it'll pretty much be like a little alarm that says, "Hey, you've been on VR for too long. Just letting you know you need a wrist or something." But that's pretty much what it would have been like for me if I was 17 on VR. It would just been a lot. I would have stayed away from the movie worlds because I would have been cautious, like, I don't know if that's legal. I would literally been that type of person. I don't know, we can do that. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm offered avatars, and of course, it'll be like, if I meet that one person, like, hey, you're wearing my avatar. I'm like, what do you mean? And then they'll have to explain this to me, like, wait, you don't know? I'm like, no, I'm new here. Like, well, whoever gave that to you, they stole it from me. So I would like for you to take it off. And then me being 17, I would have been hurt. But like, but I like this avatar. It's cool. I don't care. Take it off. So yeah, that used to be an issue with VR chat where the creators themselves will literally go on witch hunts, find people, and force them to take off avatars because, you know, they would presume that you were the one that stole it. But what they don't know is that it just came from a friend. And yeah. So thanks to Avatar Search Worlds, we don't have to deal with that anymore. So VR chat back then was annoying with avatars. People of all ages, can I have your avatar? Can I have your avatar? Can I have your avatar? I want this avatar. It was bad. It was really, really, really bad. I don't know if I would have had much success with the groups at age 17 because I would not have understood what the point is. I would have looked at this at 17 like, this is stupid. I have no idea. Pardon my French. This is silly. I have no idea what the point of this is. I would have had to look up videos and try to come up with a template, and it would have just been frustrating to me. And I'd be like, okay, so this is what I have to do. Then I had to go to other groups and learn from them and get tips. Yeah, it would have not been fun for me. Then that would have caused me to be burnt out. So, uh, so yeah. Now y'all know the type of person I would have been if I was 17 on VR chat. Kind of like this, but oh, and of course, at age 17, if I met someone that was like, an LGBTQ, again, if I was 17, I would respect them, but I would pretty much be annoying saying, hey, I don't believe in that, support that. Because again, 17, age 17, understand, put yourself in my shoes. So honestly, I would have been like, I think I would have had issues with maintaining friendships because I'll be like, I want to explore worlds, but this person keeps inviting me to this world and is da, 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 da. So, uh, I also think that because you got to understand at age 17, I was an introvert, so I would have had a tough time, you know, talking to people. I would have been like right now, if I want to, I could talk to them and say, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm probably just gonna get deaf stares or no one wanting to listen to me because, brony, furry. And honestly, if I was not none of those, it would have went from that to, "Oh, you're black." So it's like, or, "Oh, you're a Sonic fan." "Oh, you're just you're." So it's like, goodness, man. I can't win. I can't win. If I'm Japanese, they're gonna discriminate. If I'm pony, they're gonna discriminate. If I'm brony, they're gonna discriminate. I swear, man, I should make a TikTok about that where it's like, you know, you it call it, you can't win for losing, and it'll just have a powerful message saying just be yourself, man. Just be you, man. Just be you, because someone's gonna find something to hate you about. And that's why, with me being a brony furry, I try to point that out to anti-furs that I'm friends with, like those that are not furries, but they don't hate them. They just don't want to be like them. I pointed out to them that anyone can be a butt. Anyone can. Doesn't matter. And, if we're not careful, we can all pretty much end up being in the same category as certain people that we discriminated against. So just gotta be more careful with our words and everything. Goodness gracious, I talked a lot. I'm hungry now. It's 9:45. I do want to maybe check out some people, but it's just if I'm here, then I won't be able to unlock all these auras. I want to unlock auras. So, anywho, also there goes A Bomb. Hey A Bomb. So, all right. Well, thank y'all for listening to my and just hear my experience of a what if experience of if I was 17, I was in VR chat. This is what it would have been like. So take care, be safe, and go watch Garci's Wing and the new Dragon Ball Daima. Seriously, watch the latest episode of Dragon Ball Daima. It's actually really good. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Dragon Ball Daima. Watch it. It's actually pretty good. And if you don't understand Garci's Wing, don't worry. You may have to watch it multiple times. Because it was the only way that I could understand Garci's Wing. 10 times, 10 times. And happy birthday, Nia Simone. They could have been here, but, you know, man. What's up, babe mom?
Whoa, it's good.
That's good. That's a nice aura you got there.
Uh, Sigma.